So there's this illusion that people get that business people are rich. I think that's like a misconception because most of the time, lots of people actually fail in business. Because, okay, just looking at me, I have failed 4 times in business. No, maybe, no. This is my, okay, Love Stress is probably my 4th business. So I failed 3 times. And in those 3 times that I failed in business, it costs a lot of money. Okay, that's number 1. And then number 2 is, I wonder if you guys, like, okay, when it comes to like business, there is so much that you have to do, especially in terms of money that you have to use when you have your own business. So for example, like for me, I'm funded by my husband. I'm broke, guys. I don't have no money. My husband, alhamdulillah, he funds my business. And thing is, whenever like, okay, alhamdulillah, he gets paid a lot. So whenever we have money, that money goes into our business. So sometimes we get to spend a little bit, but most of the time the bulk of our money actually goes, his paycheck goes to our business. And then on top of that, like, okay, I'm gonna confess, I've been working for LTD for like 3 years. Guys, I have not gotten paid a single cent since day 1. I'm serious, guys, like I have not gotten any salary. And I think, and you know what, I could be wrong, but the reason for that is because there are so many things that the business needs more than you. And as an entrepreneur, sometimes it's hard because you're wearing 2 hats. You are the owner of the company, yet you're an employee. So as an employee, you have to do your job. Even though if the company is making a profit, if it's not, you still have to do your job, and employees still get paid whether the company is losing money or not. But as an owner as well, you know that how can you pay yourself when your company has not yet made profit? It's still, you know, there's so many things that you still have to do. So I think when it comes to like, there's a misconception, definitely. I feel like people think that people who do business are rich. So I'm gonna confess, guys, I'm not rich. Like, I really am not. Alhamdulillah, my husband gives me funding, but me, I'm broke. I ain't got no money. Yeah, that's the truth. And okay, but there is one exciting thing that's happening though in LTD. And a couple of months ago, I went into this like talk about how to seek for funds. And it's really interesting because actually like at a certain point, as you become an entrepreneur, your job basically as the founder is to not really go that deep and micromanage in operations, but is to secure good deals, like to find that really good business model, you know, that business model that works for your company. And it's different in every industry, and with every company, different business model. So you have to keep on perfecting that business model to ensure that your company is profitable. So I went to this like, what was I? Okay. So I went to this course, and in this course, they had a couple of people that are called VCs. VCs are venture capitalists that fund companies. So basically, if you set up a company, there's 2 ways for you to look for funding. Number 1 is if you take a loan from the bank and the bank charges you interest or fee. Number 3 is if you, number 2 is if you get an investor, which for me, alhamdulillah, the first time it was my husband that is investing, and now my company is getting bigger. There's too many zeros at the back, so it's not enough for my husband's paycheck to cover what the company needs. So we have to go for bigger funding if you want to expand, and that's where venture capitalists comes in. You could take a loan if you can afford it, but if you want bigger amount of money, then definitely you'd have to go for a venture capitalist because they invest and it's in millions. So yes, there's too many zero. And I realized that the bigger my company, I mean, my company is really small actually. Let's just really small. It's just that in my eyes, it's getting a lot of zeros at the back. And I kind of like, I think it helps that I'm becoming more relaxed as a person. So to deal with the stress of looking at so many zeros and so many, like sometimes in some months there's so many zeros and it's negative. Oh my god, you're looking at like 7 figures sometimes. and you're just like, oh, how to settle this problem. It helps that like as you mature also in business, you tend to be a bit more calm in solving problems. And you know what's really nice is that it's just now that I'm really like relaxed as a person. Before I panic easily and I'm always so stressed, but since I haven't been handling Love to Dress as an operation, I've been really calm, and I've been like trying to do my job, which is to secure deals, get the funds, you know, get like good consignment rates, yeah, and make plans for the company. So that really helps me as an entrepreneur to kind of like relax and look at things from a bigger picture and keep it cool when there's too many zeros. So when a VC a couple of months ago came to me, and crap, that was what I was supposed to talk about, right? Oh my god. Okay, always rambling. Back to the topic. So the VC approached me and she said, you know, would you be looking into going, you know, growing your company via venture capitalism? And then I didn't think about it before because I've always felt like Love to Dress is really small, but when she put that idea in my head, I was like, yeah, why not? You know, why not? And I started to dream bigger for Love to Dress, and you know, we're at that stage where I am trying to look for VCs and trying to look for funding, investors. You know, it's still a long way for me, but oh my god, there was this one time, ya Allah, oh my god, it's so funny. So dodgy as well. Do you know why I set up Love to Dress? Because I really like working in an environment where it's just chicks, alright? The reason for that is because I just don't like sometimes when there's guys. Oh, somebody messaged me. Oh yeah, I just don't like it when like when there's men involved. I just feel like things get a bit dodgy sometimes. So I'm really grateful when things are kept professional, for example. So I have a friend who mashallah, he's really nice. He's a lawyer, but he used to be like our friend before. And he's also trying to help me to look for funding. So he's saying like whatever contacts that I have, you know, like if they're interested to be an investor in your company. So one time, like he messaged me, he was like, you know, I have an investor, he's an Iranian, something, a brokerage firm, whatever, and he's really interested in Love to Dress, so can you like Skype right now? So I was like, yeah, sure, I'm free to Skype, which was like 8 o'clock, maybe around 8 o'clock malam, 8 p.m. in Saudi, which was, wait, Malaysia is 5 hours ahead, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. So it probably could have been like 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. in Malaysia. And I was like, Skype meeting this time? Okay, never mind. So I was like, so I put on like Skype. And seriously, these two guys were Skyping with me while they're having shisha at like Mama. I'm like, oh my god. And the conversation got a bit weird because I wanted to expand Love to Dress with Modernisa in Turkey, as I told you guys before. But he's starting to say, oh, you know, like this Iranian guy was saying, you should like open Love to Dress in Iran. I'm like, ooh, you know, not that I don't want, I would love to, but there's so many due diligence, you have to carve out a strategy, marketing, how do you want to appeal to like, you know, Iranian women. I don't know anything about Iranian culture, you know, like when I wanted to expand in Turkey, in Modernisa, I really am still doing a lot of research. Oh, sorry. I should silence my, yeah. So I'm still doing a lot of research actually for, you know, expanding in Turkey. He just said like it's nothing, you know, like just yeah, you should, yeah, if you open in Iran, you should, so you can do your manufacturing in Iran and you can sell to Iranian, because I was like, dude, that's not how business works. And with him smoking shisha and everything, I'm like, oh guys, that was dodgy. It's dodgy. It's not like it's not like I want to stick to like, you know, like us chicks doing business, but can you not do dodgy business like that? Like, can I have things done professionally, in a professional setting? Yes. I'm doing my video at home, well professional, but you guys know what I mean, right? Like, I don't feel comfortable like having a meeting while these guys are smoking shisha. I don't know why. I think maybe because I'm not mature in business, but it just, you know, sometimes we have gut feeling, and that gut feeling is like, no, no. So yeah, so that's my funding journey, and I don't even know why I do these vlogs, but you know what? Maybe it's because I just want to remember this journey, like, you know, because I am broke now, but someday I might be rich. But yeah, so if you think about it, probably I was thinking, you know, for business people, you always see them like, oh my god, they're so rich, because you only see them when they are successful. So imagine for me, like, I've done business, I've had so many failed businesses, there were so many losses, you know, every time a business fails, you lose money, and on top of that, like, even when your business succeeds, I'm still not getting paid yet. I've been working for Love to Dress for the past, like, what, 3 to 5 years, I think. 3 years since Indira Berhad, when I set up the company, but 2 years before I was still, like, doing Love to Dress. So yeah, and you only see them getting money because they get that big paycheck, because whilst all employees, if you start your company, you've been like, if let's say you've been taking money out from the company, so imagine like an entrepreneur who hasn't been taking money out from the company and keeps on reinvesting and reinvesting. So obviously, like, she would have a bigger paycheck, and you'd only see her when she actually gets that big paycheck. But if you accumulate all the times where as an employee you did not take your salary and all that, then it actually makes sense. Actually, at the end of the day, risk, whether that how you make money, has nothing to do with, oh, rich people are like people who do business and everything. It really depends on like how, I personally feel like there's a lot of satisfaction in life when you do things and you're really passionate about it and you're proud of your work, which I am with Love to Dress. There's so many things that, you know, I have to improve, but I really am proud of Love to Dress, and I think I can be patient a bit, you know, to not take money out yet from my company. Just hang in there, Swims. Most of the time, guys, I feel like crying. Even though I'm laughing, I'm crying on the inside. But khair, inshallah, khair. So that's my funding journey. Hope you guys enjoy it.